Hi, I'm Anand Chaudhary from John F. Kennedy Middle School, and in this video, I want to talk about how to find the sine, the cosine, and tangent. So let's just get started. Finding sine, cos, and tan are fairly simple. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a way of remembering how to compute sine, cos, and tan. So let's just get started. So before I actually get to any of explaining what Soh-Cah-Toa is, which is basically the way of remembering it, I need to go over some key terms. And some of those key terms are terms such like opposite. And opposite is basically opposite side, pretty self-explanatory. So opposite is usually equal to opposite side. So opposite side of what you're trying to find. I'll get more into that when I'm explaining Soh-Cah-Toa. So the other thing I want to go over is adjacent. Adjacent. Adjacent is the line which is touching the point you want to find. And by the way, usually when finding sine, cos, and tan, you're usually trying to find out the value for an angle x or y or whatever variable it is. So adjacent is basically side touching angle. And by the way, this side cannot be the hypotenuse, which I'm going to go over right now. The hypotenuse in a I don't know how to explain it, but it's one of the sides on a right angle triangle. So if I were to have a right angle triangle here, this long side over here, this long side, which I'm going to try bolding here, that's called the hypotenuse. It's never one of these sides. So, and by the way, just to clear it up more on adjacent, if I were to have an angle here, the adjacent would not be the hypotenuse, as I just said. It would be the angle, the side touching this. So, and opposite side would just be the side opposite of the angle. So I think I got what the basics are I need to explain to you right now. So let's just get on to what Soh-Cah-Toa is. So Soh-Cah-Toa. What is this? This is a little way that a lot of people in the world use to remember how to find out sine, cos, and tan. So let me explain to you what this means. So by the way, we're going to be using these words here in this. So is actually basically, S stands for sine. Sine is equal to, imagining an equal to sign between S and O. And as you can probably guess by now, O is opposite. And actually what you do after this is you divide it by hypotenuse. And this is basically the same thing for each one. Hypotenuse. I think I spelled it wrong here, but that's okay. Hypotenuse. So that's basically what all of them are, except they're just using different words. So this one, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? I'm going to shift this one a little bit over here. Ka is basically cos. Cos is equal to adjacent, as you can guess. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Over hypotenuse. Over hypotenuse. Okay? So these are all fairly simple to remember after you get it in your head. And the last one is actually just Toa, which is tan is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. So that's what Soh-Cah-Toa is, and you could actually use it to solve triangle problems, which I'll be showing you in a few seconds. So since we're almost done with this paper, why not just get a new one? Here I have a new paper, and in this paper, I'm going to give you all the examples. So my first example, is going to be, I'm going to give you a triangle, and we're going to need to find out, out for an angle. Didn't even draw anything. Okay, so let's imagine this is x, okay? And we are given these two sides here. Let's see here. Let's make this 7 and let's make this 6. And we are asked to find the tan of x, okay? Find the tan of x. So as I told you, tan is Toa because it starts off, and Toa is basically equal to tan. Tan equals opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. So basically what we do here is opposite of this value x. So guys, opposite will always be this one. So it's kind of what x is like facing at. So opposite is 6. So tan of x is equal to opposite, which is 6. And as I told you, adjacent is the side touching this, which is not the hypotenuse. And that is 7. So basically, tan of x is equal to 6 by 7. If you want, you could put that into a calculator, find the decimal value. But just for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to keep it as a fraction. So basically, the fraction value would be 6 by 7. Let me do one more here, and then we'll be done. Hopefully this video would be help. So the second one, let's just make another triangle. And please just go with what this is. I'm sorry that I'm not using a ruler, but sometimes stuff just happens. So in this one, I'm going to make it the hypotenuse equal to 3, and I'm going to make this 4 and this 6. Okay, this time I'm labeling all the sides, as you have realized. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you the problem. I'm going to ask you to find the cos. Ask you to find the cos of this cosine. By the way, S stands for sine, C stands for cosine, and T stands for tangent. So I'm going to ask you to find cos. And as we know, it's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse because of the formula. Adjacent over hypotenuse. And I got that from Ka, and that's basically, it defines it right here. Cos is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So if I were to do that, adjacent is equal to 6 and hypotenuse is equal to 3. So they're saying cos is equal to 6 by 3. And this is basically 2, because if you divide 6 and 3, it's equal to 2. So the cos of this is simple. You don't need to even put it in a calculator. It's 2. I hope this video helped you. Please leave a like and subscribe in this video, and thank you for watching.